There's something strange about life. Sam is born, taken home, and cared for by his parents. Life begins, learning and adapting to his environment. His perception is being molded, interestingly, by many ways. By talking, sing-alongs, TV, etc. His reality is being introduced to him based on his environment. Old enough to be enrolled in school, Sam begins kindergarten. A new way of learning is introduced. From kindergarten through 12th grade, Sam is being loaded with information, being prepared for the real world, so it's said. It's a daily routine. Wake up, eat breakfast, and go to school. In school for about 6 to 8 hours, Sam is being intellectually stimulated and socializing with his friends. Go home, do homework, study to pass that test the next day, and spend some time with his parents. If there's any time for bonding, that is. Sam is encouraged to play sports, be in a team, and strive to be the best, better than his opponents. Finally, Sam graduates and goes away to college. Being a fan of movies where the lawyer beats the case and praised for, Sam decides to be a lawyer. Hopefully, Al Pacino wasn't the one who inspired him. Focused and dedicated to pass the bar exam, Sam begins a life on his own. It's basically the same routine, except for the fact that he now has independency, somewhat. Oh, lots and lots of partying. Congratulations, Sam. You have passed the bar exam. You are now to be sworn in and recognized as a licensed attorney. He now begins his rat race to be the best lawyer, better than any other lawyer, so that Sam is considered to make partner at his law firm. He succeeds, has a great house and a beautiful car. Only thing missing now is a wife and children. He meets Jill, a nurse, gets engaged, and saves money for that special day. Their wedding day. Has to be a great wedding to impress everyone. Marriage comes, and now they are expecting. Sam and Jill work hard to give their baby everything they never had, making sure the baby is missing nothing in life. Jill gives birth, Michael is born, taken home, and cared for by his parents. It's a cycle. This may sound normal to a lot of you guys, but for me, there's something strange. I encourage you guys to read As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murray, and The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. You see, there's more to life than just work in school. Starting school as young as 3 years old, away from their parents because mom and dad has to work, isn't life. It really isn't. It's not what nature intended. Kids learn through play. Stimulation from nature, chasing after butterflies, trying to catch fireflies and realizing how difficult it is. They must come up with a strategy. Learn how to be patient in order to catch it. Climbing trees to get to the top, to reach a fruit, or just to hang out on top of a branch, is a skill they learn through play. It's survival. I'm saying this because kids are thrown into school to learn all these academics at such an early age.
And they wonder why illiteracy is so high.
Why kids are stressed. Why kids have quote-unquote learning disability. They have it all wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's important to learn math, reading, and science, but we just go about it the wrong way. We are programmed into believing we are not that mentally powerful. We are taught that intuition doesn't exist. We must prove what we know by evidence based on science. We are trained, indoctrinated, we are made docile by factory model school systems. Kids are sorted by age groups and they must learn the same thing at the same rate. If not, they are told that they have a learning disability, as I mentioned earlier. Sitting inside a building with no sunlight and expected to stay quiet and seated for hours. If we don't comply, we are diagnosed with ADHD and given pills. They start this programming at the most tender years of our lives. We are not taught how to survive. We are trained to be workers and consumers, sadly. To buy the latest gadget that man has put value on. I am guilty of that. In reality, being able to function, detaching yourself from technology, that is what makes you valuable, not the gadgets. We are wealthy when we realize that our intuitive knowledge is what makes us rich. Only people with money can be turned poor. We aren't taught that our thoughts are energy. The symbols we use to put words together design our reality because we only see according to our words. Words enhance our awareness. That is what perception is based on. We are taught to compete and that we have to be better than others. Sports, corporate world, music, business, to name a few. It's a rat race. The most natural ways of life is cooperation, not competing. What I'm trying to get to you guys is that we have been buried under so much programming that we don't even know our true identity. We respond when someone calls us by our name, but think about this. Our name is just a word. It isn't who we are. It's not our identity. Most of us don't know who we really are because we don't spend time with our own thoughts. We are bombarded by the latest gadgets, movies, social media, work. Heck, I can't even clean if I don't have my headphones on. I get bored easily, afraid to spend time with my own thoughts. We are more than just a factory model school. We are creators of our own reality. We paint our environment and our thoughts with a golden brush. I guess getting to know who I really am and realizing how much power I have, that's a journey I'm willing to take. Nothing strange about that.